Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, welcome to another awesome episode of Sales Funnel Radio. Today, I've decided to title this episode "To Customize or Not to Customize." Let's cue the intro. I'm actually very excited to share this with you. I would actually get a piece of paper because this can simplify your business. I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9 to 5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business, using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larson, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio. My friends, I'm pumped for today. Alrighty, here's what's going on. Yesterday, there was a really interesting post that was made in my group. It was a post that was done talking about somebody else, and the person was frustrated. They went and they purchased this service or product or whatever, and they go and they buy it. After they bought it, they didn't like the fulfillment. They didn't like what they bought. So they went back to the provider, they went back to the seller and said, "Hey, Mr. Seller, I don't like this." And the seller said, "Oh, so sorry about that," and actually gave their money back to them. And it actually made the customer mad to get his money back. And I was reading this post, and I was a little bit confused by that. And I was a little bit confused by it. And it reminded me of a time when you know what? Actually, let me just tell you exactly how I responded to this, because I want you to see this. This was a good enough response. The Mr. Russell actually liked it as well. So I think you guys would like this, because last Funnel Hacking Live, there was a guy who paid me for a 1-hour consultation, and I don't really sell that anymore, but he scheduled it during Funnel Hacking Live, like during the speeches. And so I was like, "Oh crap, sorry about that." So I reached back out. I said, "Hey, I'm so sorry, I'm here," and I refunded his money. And I was like, "Hey, here you go." He was livid that I refunded him, and made tons of nasty posts all over the place. So finally, the dude got so loud, I blocked him, and I'm pretty sure he got blocked from several things. Because I just was reaching out. I was like, "I'm completely confused on why are you mad that I gave your money back? I gave your money back. What's wrong with that? I mean, it was scheduled during the time." And I was like, anyway. B, why do you think I'm going to get on for an hour with you after you lighten me up across the whole internet? You know, like that's crazy. I'm not obligated to do that. I can give you your money back, and I no longer have obligation, right? And it comes back to this whole idea. So this guy, right, back to the story that just happened yesterday, he was super frustrated. He's like, "Oh," and he was also mad about it. So I was like, I guess there's a pattern here, right? So I said, after digging into this, I kind of understand the story now. You paid somebody, you didn't like it, you brought it up, and instead of getting more like you wanted, they refunded you. I said, buying is a two-way relationship. I create an offer, set a price and value, and use the offer as the anchor of the relationship, not the money. Okay, the offer is the anchor, not the money. This is a big mistake a lot of entrepreneurs make. And let me teach you something really cool here that I think will help simplify a lot of your businesses. When a customer uses their money as the anchor of the relationship, let me say that again. When a customer uses the fact that they have money as the anchor of their relationship, it forces the seller to dance at the customer's will. Okay, it forces the customer to dance it forces the seller to dance however the customer wants. This violates the very first step of my offer creation formula, which is the who. Just because someone has money doesn't mean I should sell them. That's not the only qualifier for you to sell somebody, right? This is exactly, anyway. The offer is my agreement with the customer. If I keep changing the offer to each person, it equals a dizzying level of customization. That's why I don't change my offers for each person. If so, I'd charge significant levels higher. In my mind, it sounds like the seller is just doing what they thought was fair, and like myself, was unwilling to change their offer, so they refunded you. That's not spitting in your face. The customer is not always right. Okay, now this is a big phrase. Whoever started that whole thing, the customer's always right, that person has never had a successful business, in my opinion, right? Or they worked in an industry that was 100% customization. You know what I mean? because the customer is not always right. And even then, the customer is not always right. Right? Like, I don't want to fight the doctor if I'm about to go in surgery. But the customer's always right, doctor. Cut here, not here. Like, that's a stupid phrase overall. It's just it's not true. And a lot of your businesses will be simplified by removing that belief and that vernacular. The customer's always right. No, they're not. You are too. Right? That's why you're the seller. An offer is a two-way agreement. Okay? You can't keep customizing the offer per person. That's why we have a value ladder. One of the major reasons why you don't customize everything also is because of how hard it is in your actual business. It is hard for me to go in and always change the offer. It's hard for me to create business systems. So what I'm going to do real fast is I want to draw something here. So I got it on my screen. I recommend, again, being on YouTube for this one here. You have to understand, like, what are the major functions of a business? There's a lot of different theories around this. There's a lot of different competing beliefs around this as well. But all I want to do real fast is I'm just going to draw here the major functions of any business, right? So we'll see we can go over them more here. Okay. So the first function of any business is you have to generate a lead, obviously. Then you have to be able to convert the lead. There's a lot of great books, and there's varying points. There's 4 points. No, there's 5 points of any business. No, there's 6 points of any business. Okay, they're all around the same. Every business, this is the reason why funnels work for any company. Every company has to be able to generate a lead, convert the lead, deliver/fulfill on what was purchased, right, and then upsell. And then some people put retain as well as the other one. And retain. Okay. Again, various places teach these things. Various places have differing opinions, but it's basically that. A business is nothing more than a series of systems that generates and fulfills on a lead. That's it. It's not some fishy, hokey-pokey thing. It has nothing to do with, some clever slogan. I don't have a mission statement because they don't. Anyway. Okay, so if my offer, right? Let's say I go generate a lead. And I have an offer here, and I'm going to convert the offer. Let's say that I'm selling some widget. I need to go generate a lead who is most likely and have a predisposition to purchase that widget. If I continually change the widget, I have to continually reset up new lead machines. I have to constantly. You understand that one of the reasons why some of my webinars have done so well in the past, and I've only touched them once, and it's been over a year and a half since I've touched one of the largest ones. The reason why that works is because I'm not sitting here continually changing the offer. I change it for a while, then after I've changed it for a bit, and I'm like, okay, this feels like a safe place for it to land, I stop touching it. Don't touch it anymore, right? My job is no longer to keep tweaking the offer. My role in my business changes to finding more people to fit the offer rather than continually changing the offer. Most businesses, I find, have a good enough offer to make a lot of money. Most businesses, I find, have a good enough offer to have consistent purchases. But as marketers, we get so focused and lazy. Change the offer. And take it from the guy who's the self-proclaimed offer guy. Stop changing your offer so much. It's about finding the person who fits the offer. That's way easier than constantly changing your offer. Okay? So what this guy didn't understand, he goes out and he gets frustrated. He said, oh my gosh, what? Like, you're not willing to change the offer for me? You gave my money back to me? Like, well, yeah, first of all, that's fair. Second of all, it's smart on the business owner side. It's smart. Anytime there's any level of real, genuine customization, it sucks, okay? It sucks on your side. If you are not trying to do that, that is one of the reasons why a lot of entrepreneurs feel like their wheels are spinning. They don't have a business. You can't make a business where it's constant 24/7, 100% pure, true customization for every person that comes in. Now, if your business is, you're like, I build custom sales funnels for people, or I do custom body jobs in a car shop. Okay, but there's still a system you can build around that. I'm talking about when you're not doing it on purpose and you keep changing all the stuff inside of your offer. Okay. After a while, stop. Number one, it's very hard to create a consistent, powerful lead machine again when your offer is changing all the time. It's very hard to convert if it's changed. Like, I always change my offer for a while, but right, but then after a while it's like, stop and go in and start becoming good at finding people who fit the offer, not convincing everybody that they fit your offer. Okay, I'm hoping this is like not too techy or whatever. Like, this has been actually helpful so far. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna generate a lead under the lens of those who have a predisposition to purchase the offer. I'm gonna keep converting. Obviously, I have to under the lens and the of the offer itself. I'm going to fulfill on what they purchased, and only that. Okay, only that. It is an agreement. It's a two-way agreement. Right? I'm gonna go in and I'm going to keep upselling people, but it's still anchoring off of the offer. The offer is not just a marketing tool. For me, it acts as an anchor, like I said. So think of it this way. If I have a and I'm hoping I'm not talking in circles here with this, but this is such a key thing because I've had several people reach out and be like, "You're not willing to do this extra thing for me?" I'm like, no, you knew the agreement. The agreement was I was going to provide this, and this at this price at this time frame. All right? And it is between me, the buyer, and them, the seller. And it's funny, we call this an offer, but it's also an agreement between the buyer and the seller, between the two of us right there. Bam. Right? It's very common when you go in and let's say you do get your car looked at. Like, we were going in and my wife, she went and she got our car looked at. She drove the car. She brought it in. There's a place we'll bring it to that every time we bring it there, we know that they're going to just like act like our car is going to fall apart in a second. So they try and charge us like $3 extra grand for repairs that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So we don't take it there anymore. Instead, we take it to another spot when, if we ever need like even simple maintenance or an oil change. Because the guy is fair with us. And ahead of time, right, they will, a lot of times what they do, a lot of car places, is to say, these are the things that are terrible with your car. These are the things that kind of like in the yellow that you just like, here's a warning. And then here's the things in your car that are just kind of in the future stuff that you should worry about, right? It's very clever on their part, by the way. But what do? They're like, here's my offer. I will fix these things for these prices, right? After they start on the work of the car, if I want something else done on my car, I have to pay more money, and it's assumed. It's the same thing. Just because it's the info product space, just because it's some other business besides cars, does not mean it's different, right? I will charge more for that. It makes sense. I have to do more. One of the biggest pieces I want to teach you right here, I was sitting in a, I can't remember where I was on this. Trey Llewellyn is just an absolute animal. He's a guy I look up to. He's a beast. Gotten to know him a little bit more recently. We're both pretty darn busy, but I think we both watch each other a little bit from afar. And he taught something really interesting. Trey Llewellyn is an e-com genius. All right, that guy makes tons of money. He has incredible groups. He's amazing. He's an e-com genius. What he taught and what they found is that every time you add a new SKU, a new product, a new offer to your business, you increase the complexity of your fulfillment systems by 17x. Every new SKU increases complexity by 17x. Okay? For your systems. So my friends, the reason I'm going through all this again is not just for that individual who is kind of having a hard time, but it's to help you understand the role of the offer in your business systems, not just marketing. It allows you to have consistency across all major functions of a business. Then you can create consistency, which allows you to create systems, which allows you to remain strategic. Right? I remember there was one time in here's the difference. Okay, check this out. When I was in college, there was I started learning how to drive traffic, lots of it, and I got pretty good at driving just tens of thousands of clicks to certain things. And it's actually opened a ton of doors for me. It was a lot of fun. Under that one service, I had a waiting list with my buddy. We had 15 businesses on a waiting list for that one service. Contrast that to about 2 years later when I knew what ClickFunnels was and I started doing funnels for other people. I again found myself once with a 12 business waiting list, but my service was different every time. I was building a different funnel. I was doing different campaigns. It was mind-numbing. It was not boring mind-numbing, meaning there was so much, it was crippling to me, okay? It was just like glossing over my head. A lot of you guys run into that, and I know that because I see it. Like, I'm doing this, and 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 you're confusing the number of opportunities that you're running at with success. That's not true at all. Go look at like some of the largest people who are making the most money. They have one main offer. That is it. Alex Hormozi, right? The Hormozis, gym launch. Bam. They did that one thing till I think they had crossed like $10 million. Then they added the next thing. It's the same reason why people are like, Steven, how come you haven't launched like a mastermind yet? Don't worry, I will. But number one, I don't have the business systems to fulfill on it the way I want to yet, so it wouldn't be smart for me. Number two, I just don't want to yet. Okay, I don't want to yet. Steven, how come you've written a book yet? Man, I'm focusing on the one thing in my value ladder. Okay, that's the other reason we have a value ladder is we go in and we say, all right, okay, marketplace, okay, community, here is my value ladder. Here are the things that I am agreeing. Here's the things that you can purchase from me, but it's also the things that I'm willing to fulfill on. And you want to know what they are? Here is the stack slide. Here's the offer. Here's the exact thing I'm saying yes to. Okay, bam, bam, bam. There it is on the bottom of the value ladder. That's what I'm willing to say yes to for your $7 or your $100 or your $1,000. Okay, what else do you want? I've had many people reach out and be like, Steven, what can I buy from you? Man, go to capitalistcoaching.com and you'll see everything you can buy from me right now. That's where I keep it. Capitalistcoaching.com. That's where I keep everything that you can buy from me. Okay. And you go to bam, bam, bam. Okay, here we go. That's all the stuff I'm willing to do and fulfill on at that price point. And it's set up for this specific this specific dream customer that I know would cause the fastest success story. Then again, at the top, bam, bam, bam. The applications funnels that I use, they're real application funnels. It is not me just trying to get anyone who just has the money. They're actually applying because I'm trying to see legitimately if they are a good fit for me. Okay? Now, I know, I'm so sorry. I feel like I've just been talking, going through this, but this is like such a massive thing, and most people, I think, they don't take the time to learn about it or think about it. And a lot of them will say like, how come you're not doing this, Steven? How come you're not doing this, Steven? How come you're not doing this, Steven? It's because I know that there are certain things that I should and should not be doing. And if I constantly have a changing offer, it affects all of my business systems and every major function of a company. It affects the type of person that I bring in. And instead of focusing on one dream I get a lot of different ones, tons of them, right? Coming on in. There's like from all walks of life. I don't want that. I want one main type of one main type of dream customer. It also affects my ability to create or not create a value ladder. Okay? So understand, the reason why I'm going through this is because you have to understand that there is a timeline. When I launch a new offer, I am testing the offer and I am making tweaks and I am changing it. I am doing lots of stuff. But there comes a moment where I stop and I say, I will no longer change. This offer is what it is. And my role progressing forward is not to keep changing the offer. Okay, like here it is to change the offer. And here is to find more veins of the dream Okay, all right, let's say this is like launch right here on the side. So I launch. It's a changing the offer, which includes the message, right? And then once I've got it validated, it is about me going and updating to continually find the dream How do I do that? With additional traffic sources. I have 4 major awesome traffic sources that I like and use, and I just dump in between them. How do I get those traffic sources to find it? I have a list of launch campaigns and evergreen campaigns to get those traffic sources and those dream to actually see my offer. Bam, bam, bam. Anyway, I did not do a lot of storytelling in this one. It was a little bit more of a tactical episode here, and but it's because this has been crazy. If you keep changing your offer in order to just get the sale past the testing period, I'm not saying you can't make any updates, but what I'm saying is when you keep kowtowing to and bowing to all these people, it literally affects the success rate. It literally drops your ability to have faster and greater success rates with your customers. So set it And understand this is not about you going, I will do whatever it takes to get the sale. I will not. Okay, and it's because of all these things I've been trying out here. All right. The offer is an agreement between me and the seller. It is not me begging the seller for a purchase. All right, guys. Hopefully it's been helpful to episode to you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. This is a very key topic, and it's one that I'm definitely passionate about, obviously. And partly it's because I went so many tries. I went 34 tries without a big success over about 5 years. And as I look backwards, man, I didn't have any clear dream customer. So no wonder I couldn't create good marketing. I had no clear offer because I was like, just whoever would give me the sale, whoever gives me the sale, right? And it was one of the most painful lessons I ever went through. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and you liked the episode. Actually, and if you do want to go see the things that I have available, if you guys are like, I want to work with him more, can I get more of his time and attention, which I get many of you guys reaching out to find out, go to capitalistcoaching.com. And you'll see all those things right there. It is literally my value ladder. It's right there. You can see it. Clickable links to the things that it's referencing to. And there's some things on there that just so you know about, but are not actually available yet either. Or we have not opened the doors for yet, and we're just focusing on the current students. So you'll see all those things in there when you guys go there. But my challenge to you guys from this episode, I know it's a little bit long and it's a little more tactical, but the issue I find is that people just have zero clarity on their business. So how can a customer have any clarity on yours and what you're offering? And you can't. It's very hard, and sets weird precedents or no precedents at all for what it is that you actually provide and won't. Hard to have a life when you keep changing. You will literally be tied to the business if you keep changing your offer. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to go to capitalistcoaching.com. And if you guys want to, if you guys got any value from this, please screenshot it, tag me in social media, and let me know and say, Steve, that was fresh to death. That was awesome. And let me know what you guys liked about it. Trying to just provide epic value here for you. Got some cool, fun surprises coming up in the next few episodes as well that I'm very, very pumped about. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right, now you listening to this right now, you're in one of two scenarios. Either you're currently selling a product and you've got a slick sales funnel and traffic, there's ads, and you have content bringing in new customers. You have upsells and downsales and phone sales, and you've almost automated it, making money while doing everyday things. Either that's all set up and going, or the second option is you don't have any of that, right? And you're still trying to make this work and tie all of these pieces together. If you want my help, just go to capitalistcoaching.com and see where you can get started. It took me a long time to get the skills for all this to get moving. Writing the sales letter, making the sales videos, building the funnel, writing follow-up emails, promo campaigns, promo emails, fulfillment plans, fresh new ads. There's a lot. And the path to move forward is different for each person. So I created capitalistcoaching.com for you to check out where you need to start. Whether you're just starting out with no product, no list, or a single clue on what to do next, or if you're like one of our big corporate clients who just needs to add more revenue and scale your offer, go to capitalistcoaching.com. I don't really believe in shortcuts, but I do know you can speed up the path on the journey. Figure out the best place to start by going to capitalistcoaching.com now.